Example.
So can you say that your mom inspired you to do this kind of work?
100%. She was this creative engine that really worked to try to foster creativity with me and my brother, and it worked because he's a designer for Disney. He does art for Disney, and I have a business creating immersive perfect days for people. And so
1.
What happened was, after I got released, I started being contacted by organizations who are involved in sending people overseas. So international NGOs, some government agencies, military, for example, that sort of thing. And they all train their people in how to survive in hostage survival in the event of being captured. And so initially I started out by going on these training courses and just talking about my experience, doing a presentation.
2.
But voice acting, it's been something that I've wanted to look into and get into for quite a few years now. I had a look at doing some ADR stuff, which is where they put all the sound onto the movie after the movie's been shot. And I had a go at doing some of this, and I loved it. All the things like heavy breathing for a fight scene, or it's a crowd, or
3.
It's not just that, there's me who is able to do this, right? There are many, many, many hundreds of language creators all over the world who would love the opportunity to work on a show or a movie like this.
4.
Today is Nate Menninger. Nate is one of the first foreign-born porters, commonly known as Sherpas, to aid expeditions to Mount Everest. For people who don't know who Sherpas are, those are the brave people who carry all the crazy equipment and supplies for the mountaineers on expeditions. Nate's journey is documented in the movie The Porter. During this journey, he doesn't shower for 23 days, loses over 20 pounds, and carries 100 kilograms of weight.
5.
I was running a recruitment company at the time, actually, completely unrelated to snakes. And I was very bored. And I rung a snake catcher down here in Sydney. And I said, mate, I'd like to go out and see what it's like to catch snakes for a day, see what it's like to be a snake catcher for a day. We went out that day, and went out the next day and the next day, and I thought, hey, this is quite profitable, and it's awesome fun, and we're out on the road, and turn that into a business, and here we are today.
6.
So volcanologist it's a very, besides being a cool name, and most people ask about whether something to do with Star Trek. Do you study Vulcans? I realized that as that profession being in the sciences, the thing to do was to go to school for a geology degree. So I found a school that wanted to do that, and I found one that actually had an opportunity to travel to Hawaii as one of their courses to learn about the volcanoes there.
7.
I don't think I remember the first time I ever saw a puppet, because fortunately I grew up in a time where puppetry was a part of early childhood education on television. In Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the puppets played an essential part of those television shows. And so I feel like I've had puppetry in my life as far back since before I can remember things.